Today, we are going to be talking about how to up your financial IQ, which also involves saving money. Financial IQ means how to be more conscious and purposeful about your finances. Let me ask you some personal questions that you can ponder on. If you have a piece of paper lying around, you can grab that and write down answers for these questions to yourself. You don't have to tell me anything. If you do not have an answer, I strongly recommend that you find an answer by the end of this month. Firstly, do you know how much money you personally need to retire and live comfortably? Do you know how long it would take for you to save or earn that?
No.
I think it's like 6 times your annual salary is what I've heard
And
as a baseline.
do you have a financial vision board or a plan that gives you all the details to be financially independent?
I have a plan.
Welfare.
So maybe we'll talk about financial literacy, which is defined as understanding of financial knowledge and the capability to utilize that to make personal decisions. Financial IQ helps to understand if you're all well equipped with the basics of financial literacy to feel confident and about planning our future effectively. I break this into three main areas of our lives that I'd like to cover today. The first is how we spend and save and our habits around that. The second is financial planning. And the third is about risk and protection. There is a simple rule to follow on spending. It's called the 50-30-20 rule. If you have not already heard about it, it means 50% of your income goes to your needs, and the needs would cover the cost of your housing, transportation and fuel, food, utilities, debt repayment, mortgage, insurance, and healthcare costs. The next 20% goes to your savings. This savings would include retirement savings, emergency funds, and also money that you would want to save for your short and long-term goals. For example, buying a vacation property or having a travel fund to go to your dream spot. The remaining 30% goes towards your personal wants. This includes personal care, entertainment, hobbies, etc. Budgeting is a way to help you stay on track with your financial goals. An average American has 4 credit cards, according to the 2019 Experian Consumer Credit Report. So it's going to get crazy trying to manage all your spending across different cards. So using third-party budgeting apps like Mint or Every Dollar can help consolidate and track spending and the saving levels. Finding a higher interest rate savings account for your savings would help you get the most of your savings account. Also, using simple tricks like installing the browser plugin called Honey would allow you to save mirrored coupons and use them without any additional effort. I'd like to take a moment to thank the pandemic for something. Strange, right? We have all come to realize that spending quality time with loved ones without splurging on too many expensive items and vacations is possible. I feel I have learned the art of savoring moments. It means taking time to spend the time you spend with your family and friends, using maybe a simple dinner or playing a board game, or even taking a camping trip to the wild. Think about all the experiences you have had last year. How much money did it involve? Next, moving on to our second item, that is financial planning. A financial plan is a document that individuals have to have their long-term financial goals, and it also has the strategy that they put in place for achieving them. Even though the plan is comprehensive, it is highly individualized to reflect the individual's personal and family situation, risk tolerance, and future expectations. There are good reasons to create a financial plan in addition to just the budgeting we saw first. Over time, inflation can reduce the value of your savings because prices typically go up in the future. Inflation is most noticeable when you're holding cash. While you haven't actually lost any money, you end up with a smaller net worth because inflation eats up into your purchasing power. There are multiple avenues to choose from where you want to invest your money based on your experience and interests. Stock investing, investing in mutual funds, investing in real estate are some examples. It is essential to understand the difference between an asset and a liability to make sound investment choices. Rich Dad Poor Dad is a book that I read last year, which is an excellent book and points out the innate differences between an asset and a liability. Now, I'd like to ask you to think if you have a financial plan in place that would let you to retire comfortably. If not, let's start working on one. Next, I'd like to move on and touch about the risk and protection. If 2020 has taught us anything, it is that how uncertain life can be. With job cuts everywhere, stock markets collapsing in a very short span, and also death tolls reaching all-time highs since the World War I and the flu pandemic. Taking small steps like adding beneficiaries to your life insurance, your 401k and IRA plans can go a long way in putting your mind to rest. Suppose you have wanted to reevaluate your life insurance coverage or were putting off writing your will or completing your estate planning. In that case, I urge you to take time before the end of this month to complete them and protect yourself and your family. Today, we saw being financially woke includes having a personalized budget to track saving and spending, creating a financial plan to achieve a financially sound retirement, and protecting your loved ones through managing your risks. I wish you all a very happy and a financially woke New Year. Thank you.
Excellent job. Thanks, Namina.